Sunday, June 8th, 2025. Guess what? Yeah, you know, I'm back at the dacha. All right, well, I've got almost all the fam jam here today. We've got myself, obviously. I got my wife, Victoria. We got our QC, quality control expert, Babushka Natalia. And we've got Andrusha here also today. So, what do we got planned? Well, I'm going to start working on that drainage system. So, that's that. And we got Andrusha here. Let's ask him what he's going to be doing. Okay, Andrusha, what do you got planned for today? Oh, I see you got the drill. Okay.
Yeah, so today I will be resuming taking apart the greenhouse because last time I couldn't do it because I needed deep sockets for the drill.
Right, the 8mm. Okay, so
Yeah.
we didn't get a deep socket. Can you see what we got that's equivalent?
So we didn't get the deep socket, but we did get a good replacement to it.
Okay, what do we? Oh, we got some wrenches.
We got some smaller wrenches, and here we have an 8mm wrench.
Right.
So
okay,
now,
and what's with these little containers here?
so this container is gonna be used to store one type of screws.
Yeah.
And this one is gonna be used to store the other type of screws so that they wouldn't get mixed up.
Right. That way you won't get screwed. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Haha. Okay, well, I'll let you go at it, and I'll check it back with you later.
All right.
Here's what we ordered online through Wildberries. It's like Russia's version of Amazon. And here's the black fabric that I'm going to be using to lay down into the ditch. And of course, our chebin right over there. We got the rocks. And let's go over here and take a look at what has to be done. Okay, so we're starting up right at the start of it. So what I need to do first is with the shovel, I need to dig this out to make a nice flat base and get the grass out. And then I'll be able to lay my fabric in, put in my rocks, cover up with the fabric, and then with the soil, and just slowly start moving our way down this way, like that. Oh, there's Babushka Natalia. So to be honest with you, I've never done this before. I've seen it on YouTube, the way people do it, and I'm like, I can do that. So in theory, I know exactly what has to be done, but in practice, did I actually do it? No. So I hope it turns out the way it turns out on the YouTube videos. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. At least I'm gonna give it a good try. So let's start shoveling away. Let's go to work. Okay, Andrusha, so what's your game plan here for dismantling this greenhouse that's been here, kind of an eyesore in the middle of our lawn?
Yeah, so there's been a little change of plans because turns out not all screws and bolts in this greenhouse are 8mm.
Oh?
So I tried using that 8mm wrench on these up top.
Yeah.
These up top.
Yeah.
And that wrench was a little bit bigger.
Okay, so it turns out
too big.
that you need what, a 6mm?
Yeah, that's a 6mm screw over here.
Okay, nut.
Yeah, nut.
Yeah. And
over here.
Okay, these guys, yeah, I gotta take them off.
These guys, they're a little bit too big for that wrench. So
okay, so what? So
they're a little bit bigger. So a 10mm wrench over here.
Ну вот. А ты так и не знал, а теперь знаешь. Okay.
At least now I know.
Okay, so there it is, and we'll let you go at it, and hopefully we'll have this thing taken apart pretty quick.
Keyword hopefully.
Yeah. All right, let's go see what Mama's up to. So Vika, what do you got going on here?
Frog.
What? What do you mean frog? There's a frog? Where? Hi, your little buddy here. So what, you planning on kissing him so that he'll be a prince?
That's supposed to be a girl, a princess.
No, when the girl kisses the frog and the frog turns into a prince.
No, you guys have a completely like upside down version of the real story.
You mean the Russian version
it's a princess frog.
Looks like a guy to me.
No, this fairy tale is princess.
Yeah, а у нас наоборот.
Ah, you Canadians.
Okay. So, what do you got planned here? You're going to be weeding this?
I have a completely neglected border.
Oh.
Which I have to clean and plant some perennials.
So this is our southern border.
Southern border. Is it south here?
Yeah, this is direction south. So
completely neglected.
Okay, well, not neglected. I mean, look at these
Now we
nice
have lots of
flowers,
free time to weed.
right? No, these are nice flowers. What are these yellow ones right
These are
here?
irises.
Irises. Okay, and we got a lot of them. And when did you plant them? Last year?
Well, we moved them from there to here. It was a
Ah.
big, huge monster. We divided it, and now it's everywhere. There, there, there.
You mean this is all from one?
That's from one.
Wow.
Behind me, there's two there, and there's another third one there.
There. So
We're still trying to.
do they multiply and just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger? That's
Yeah, until you divide them. Yeah.
okay. Wow. Okay, well, I'll let you at it. I gotta get back to work, and there's Andrusha. He's already set up. And if we get a chance, we'll get to Babushka Natalia. She's doing something way over there with the raspberries, with the malina. Oh well. Okay, the sun came out, and we gotta start digging. So Andrusha already got the edge here. This is the doorway. It's already down. Andrusha, looking good. You're halfway there.
Yeah, I'm halfway there. I took out this door over here.
Yeah.
Most of the arches are gone. These two, at least the left one over here,
Yeah.
is probably gonna stay here for a little bit, for a while, because after all, this whole structure needs at least some support, or else it's just gonna fall apart.
Right. Well, no, you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
And same with Mama here. Let's do an update with you. How's everything coming along? Looking good. Your irises are happy. Буде благодарить. Mama Vika, спасибо.
I'm thinking we should probably build a little either fence, like a picket fence.
Where?
What along the
Around our garden area?
yeah, to cover it up, or shrubs.
Or to keep the Siberian tiger out?
Well, I kind of like it when it comes.
Right.
Together with the bears.
You think a little picket fence would stop
They're
a tiger?
So cute.
Right.
No, to out of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Or
future
shrubs.
project, or shrubs. Yeah. And this dirt right here, I'm going to use this dirt actually to cover up my ditch right here. So,
Well, it's good dirt. I was planning to use it for my pots. Also,
well,
for
if I
bottom.
can't get the dirt from here, I'll have to go to the old potato patch, but I have to haul it uphill. So it's a little bit more. Anyways, yeah, this is looking really, really good.
No, it's gonna be planted.
Oh, you missed one weed.
Huh?
I'm joking. You missed one weed. Gotta pull it out. All right, I'll let you get back to work.
И в других районах города. ИП Онищенко. Сегодня в Хабаровске до плюс 20. Облачно с небольшим дождем. Ветер юго-западный слабый. Утром плюс 12. Горячая вода в рекламе не нуждается.
So there you have it. Temperature is going to be up to a high of 20 degrees today. And that's not too bad. When the sun comes out of the clouds, it does get a bit warm. But if the sun stays behind the clouds, things should be pretty good. Should have some good working conditions, and I can get a lot done, taking less breaks. Anyways, I want to turn the camera around. I want to show you so far how this ditch digging is coming along for our drainage system. Let's turn the camera around. Okay, here it is. So I'm digging it out, getting the grass out, and this way, once I start laying the fabric down, it's not going to be on the grass. Otherwise, it's going to end up, if I just left it like that, it's not going to be doing its job. But this, like they say in Russian, так красивочка будет. So there it is. And as for this right here, I'll show you where we're going to haul it. We're going to haul it way over there up to the creek. Okay, so all this just dirt with the grass, I'm actually putting it right over here. So I started this berm last year. So I'm raising it up. Just on the other side, there's a small stream, and it runs from our pond and from further up there. So it's right here in the ditch. So it's not running right now. It's more of a spring runoff. And all I want to do is just build up this berm. And I do have rocks and bricks on the other side to hold the bank down. But it's down probably about 1.5 meters down there. So just all the garbage, organic material garbage is just being put over here, like leaves and grass and dirt, and my berm will be built up, and you can already see how much I've built it up. So it was down like this, so for the grass it just kept going and right up to the edge. And what I've been doing is I've just been building it up right here. So there it is. All right, let's unload this and let's get back to our drainage system. Okay, so this section is all dug out, and what I want to do is a so-called dry run, even though it's going to be wet. I want to run water through this ditch and find out where are the dips. So here it is. We'll just let it start flowing, and wherever there are the little lakes, that means in front of it, I'm going to have to dig it down and make sure that the water flows evenly all the way down. So there is already a natural slope. So looks like it's filling up a little bit here. Anyways, we'll come back in a little bit and we'll see how it's flowing. Okay, so there's a little bit of a lake there, so there's a bit of a depression, but it seems to be flowing pretty good, crawling naturally down this nice little shallow slope. So yeah, looks like I got the right grade. Here it is. She's coming down. All right, this is exactly what I want to see. I just wanted to see it slowly making its way. And then once I have the fabric in here and the rocks, and then cover it up, and this is the stream that's going to be flowing once it's going to be wet. So everything will be draining off the field here, going into the ditch, underground, and away it goes. I feel like a little kid here playing in the mud. I used to do this when I was a little kid. I used to make little dams and stuff, and now as an adult I'm building my own little drainage system. And before I actually cover it all up, I just want to see exactly how it's going to run, so I can fix up any areas. Let's say like this right here, I can probably shave this off a little bit to make it run better, and same with that right over there to give it more of a slope. All right, there it goes. Okay, there it is. It's all flowing pretty good on my test run. And now I can start putting the fabric down and then putting the shebin, the rocks, into the fabric. All right, let's start. Oh, and as for this right here, I'm just gonna put this off to the side because I can actually use this soil to cover up the fabric that's right over there. Okay, so here we are. Babushka is going to help me. So this is too wide. So what we did was we folded it in half, and I got the X-Acto knife here, right here, and I'm just going to cut this edge right in the middle, and we'll end up getting two pieces. And then I can take that piece and I can lay it in here and start working my way down that way. All right. Let's go at it. So, Babushka, you figure I can cut a straight line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Если я слепой или нет. Как мои глаза. Okay, we're going to find out how they are, straight or not. Okay.
Глаз хороший теперь уже.
Да.
Нормально?
Да, всегда был нормальный.
Да? Ну, слава богу.
Да. All right, there it is. It took all of 2 minutes. So fold it in half and cut it all the way down. So now we've got two pieces. So what I'll do is I'll just roll up one, put it away, don't need it right now, and I'll work with the other one and start laying it right over there. Okay, so here the fabric is laid. It's laid down like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start filling in with the shebin, with the small rocks, right into the trench, and then I'm going to turn over the fabric and it'll kind of overlap, and then I'll put dirt over top and we'll have the lawn. All right, let's go do it. Perfect timing, Andrusha.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, watch it behind you. Watch it behind you. Don't want to step on it. All right, the last piece coming out.
Just a bit more. And
Okay. And there it is. And then you could, this piece right here, you could just,
yeah, I can just unscrew it a little
Yeah.
bit later so that it's not sticking out.
okay.
So,
Took it apart.
now, this is free space.
Yeah.
Just take apart all this wood, take away all this metal, and you can gazonify this place.
We are going to gazonify this. Yeah.
Or we could build something here. You know, a pool would be pretty cool here.
Olympic size swimming pool.
Not quite Olympic size.
A helipad for a chopper.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
We'll just take out a loan for a helicopter.
All right. Right. No, seriously, our lawn space is going to be transformed just by having this knocked down. And once we get rid of this and this turns into lawn, oh my God,
Okay, now
you can have a good football pitch here.
Now all we have to do is take apart all this
Yeah.
framing, organize all these metals, all this rebar,
Yeah.
all this plastic, all these metal ribbons.
But you know, Andrusha, the hard part has been done already.
We deconstructed this greenhouse.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, I got to get back to work.
Alright, I'm going on break now.
I'm loading up the wheelbarrow. I don't know, about half to 2/3 of a load because it's pretty heavy. And taking it from this pile, putting it into the wheelbarrow, and hauling it over there and filling in the drainage ditch. So once I bring it here, I fill in the trench here. You could see like that up to the end. So that's one wheelbarrow load. Here's the second one. And once I have it covered up, then I'm going to turn it over, overlap it like shawarma. It's a type of a food. Like, you know, just make sure that it's overlapped and then put the dirt over top and work my way down. All right, let's start filling it in. Okay, so I got this all laid down up to here, and I've got this power cord right here that runs to the shed over there. So when I get to this point, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it to get around it so the water will flow underneath and the rocks. Anyways, I'll figure it out. But for now, what I'm gonna do is take the wheelbarrow over there to where the old greenhouse was, take that soil and cover this up, the flaps over, and start laying the soil all the way down to this point. All right, let's go load up on some soil. Okay, got a load of dirt here, and we got to cover up the end, and then got to start covering this over so it kind of overlaps, and then start putting the dirt right on top. So I have the rocks in the trench. I got everything folded, and it's like a sandwich, like a panini. And then I put the dirt right over top, and I'm looking at trying to get it nice and uniform, and the ends will be flush. And that way we can have our lawn right over top of this drainage. All right, let's go get more dirt. I have a change of plans as to where I'm getting my dirt, so I decided to stop taking it from over there where the greenhouse was, and I'm taking the dirt from over here. Let's turn the camera around. So here I am, right near my shed, and I call this Genghis Khan's tomb, or grave. I don't know, it looks like some sort of a grave. It's basically a gratka, a raised bed, but you know, it's kind of built up, and I figured I might as well just level this off, and at the same time extend my lawn space right around here. Yeah, I'll end up getting rid of this stump. Probably can use a chainsaw and cut it into firewood. But yeah, you could see it's raised up. So there's, probably about 8 to 10 wheelbarrow loads of this dirt. So I'm going to take this dirt and put it over there into the drainage ditch. And I'll be killing two birds with one stone. Leveling this off and utilizing the dirt to put it over there. All right, let's get back to work. This section right over here is finished for today. There it is. So this was one strip, and it just came up to here. I eyeballed it pretty good. I was within 1.5 meters. Wow, that was pretty good. So the rocks, the shebbing stops right over there, so that next time I come, I'm gonna have to dig that out, and then I'm gonna have to get the paper, the weeping paper, and then start covering it up with dirt. So I did pack it down, and then I went with the rake right over here using this rake, and I roughed it up a little bit. I roughed it up, and I'm gonna be back here probably on Thursday, so that's 4 days from now. This will settle down, and I will check and see where the dips are, and then I'm gonna add some more dirt and make it look good, and who knows, I might even plant the grass. But this is done. This drainage is done, and in a few weeks you won't even know that there's a drainage system underneath. So there it is. So it's gonna take me a long time. I figure 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I mean, I've got that, I gotta go like that, I got another line right there, I've got another line right there, and I've got one that runs like that. Then it shoots down towards those red bricks, makes a right turn, goes to the bottom of the hill, turns left towards Vova's greenhouse, turns right, and all the way to the creek. So yeah, big job. But the most important part is right over here. I don't want kids that come to visit us walking and tripping, or anybody else, even adults. So this is the most important section right here. So probably within the next week, hopefully I'll get it done. But for today, this is it. So by grabbing a few wheelbarrow loads out of here, out of Genghis Khan's Magila, his burial ground. Anyways, yeah, it was just a gratka, it was a raised bed, but I call it Genghis Khan's burial spot. Actually gained a little bit more area for the lawn, so that the lawn can actually extend right along here. That's pretty cool. So with that drainage project finished for today, I still have time, and I'm going to take these lattice pieces that I've been working on for like ages, and I'm gonna put them over there up against the fence. So yeah, I've been working on them since, oh, I don't know, winter, actually last fall. I started cutting the pieces, and then throughout the winter I was sanding, and I was burning them together, I was putting them together, staining them. Each time that I would stain each one, it would take 1 hour for each one. So there's 8, that's 8 hours. And then I'd wait 2-3 days for the lac to harden. And then I'd give it a second coating, another hour for each one. So that was another 8 hours. So 16 hours was spent just on staining them, just to give them that look that I want. Now is the time to put them over there. Let's go do it. So Andrusha, this looks pretty good. This is kind of what we're planning on doing, but we ran into a snag.
Yeah, these zip ties turned out a little bit too short.
What do you mean by zip ties? What are we doing with the zip ties?
Well, we need to kind of tie these lattices.
Well, not over here. You mean over here?
Oh yeah, over here. We need to tie these lattices.
Yeah.
Over here, but as you can see, it's just a little bit short. So probably gonna need 20 centimeter.
Right. The next
zip ties.
The next step up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to stop by Lee Mountain Pro Construction Center.
Right. Right. So looks like we're not doing this today, but let's step back here. Let's take a look. This is what it's gonna look like. So 2, 2, 2, and 2 going all the way down. I mean, we brought our lattices. We thought this would have been the perfect end to our day, and well, oh well, we'll get it done next time.
We tried.
Okay, we are done for today. And everybody was doing their thing. We had Andrusha working on dismantling the greenhouse, the old greenhouse, and let's take a look at it. There it is. It's all down. So that's good. That was his job, and he did it flawlessly. We had Vika doing her weeding at the southern border, we call it. Yeah, so that's that. Babushka Natalia, our QC, was being helpful wherever she was needed. That was also really good. She even helped me out with when I was cutting the fabric in half because it was too long. So that was good. And now, check this out. It just gives a total different appearance to what our lawn is like. So we're going to end up cleaning that up. Yeah, we'll get to that. The drainage. So this right here, look at that. It is done. And there's still a lot more. I mean, we just started it. So we still have, oh my God, got all this to do. But that's a good thing that we're moving. We're progressing. Just keep it rolling. As for the lattices, 5 centimeters. We were short. We got the 15 centimeter ones. We needed the 20 centimeter ones. So our wall right over there that I wanted to put the lattice on, couldn't do it. Not this time, but next time, as I'm going to be driving out here. That's going to be on Thursday. So that's 4 days from now. I will stop at the Limana Pro, which used to be the Leroy Merlin building center, and I'll pick up some zip ties that are 20 centimeters long instead of 15 centimeters. So that's that. Okay, if you like this video, you know what to do. Smash the like button, leave a comment. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And hit that little bell so that when I upload, I usually do about 2-3 a week, you'll hear that ding, 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 ding. And you can watch another great video from the Russian Far East. Share this video. Help me out. You know, tell people that, you know, life out here in the Far East is pretty good. As good as it can be. All right, I got to go. Take care. And like I always say, paka paka.